Oh, goody.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Zombies here again, and today we're back with another Mercenaries video. This one's going to be giving some more information about our upcoming community tournament, the Pauper Open 2 Whispers of N'Zoth. So we announced this on the last podcast, kind of another crack at the Pauper format. We had a lot of fun with that the first time we did it, and we've been wanting to do another one for quite some time now. So we finally settled on a date. It is going to be happening on the 28th of May. That is basically a week from this coming Saturday, and it should be a lot of fun. So basically, I'm just going to quickly go over the kind of rules and what the format is going to be like, and then there will be a link in the description where you can sign up to the tournament. If you do plan on playing on it, signing up early would be great, because that does give us an idea of how many people are going to be playing. We don't have a plan to cap it currently. I don't think there'll be that crazy amount of signups, so we're just leaving it open for now, and then once we see how many people sign up, we'll go from there. But should be fun, should be an interesting kind of new format. But let us dive right into the rules here. So for this tournament, this will be being communicated over the Fighting Pit Discord. So if you're not already a member, definitely join up. I'll have a link in the description to that as well. But for the format, so basically, as per the last Pauper event, all legendary mercenaries are banned. However, we made one exception in N'Zoth, seeing as this is a event focused around more budget-friendly builds, and the fact that pretty much everyone can get N'Zoth for free currently. We thought it would be fun to have him as our kind of one potential legendary inclusion, as it could be cool to let him see play that way, where he might not normally on ladder. So kind of decided to theme the tournament around him, since his event is still ongoing. So if you have any interesting ideas for a N'Zoth comp, this could be the place to try it out. Then moving on to our bans here, we do have two other small bans in addition to legendary mercenaries being banned. Trigor the Lasher is banned. Don't think anyone's going to be super surprised by this. Trigor is kind of wrecking the PvP meta right now, and I don't want the whole tournament to end up revolving around him, as he is a rare and probably the best rare. So we are just going to ban him outright. I think that'll make for more interesting deck building and spectating with the games, as well as playing for the players. Then Localar, not a full ban on Localar. However, his Frigid Winds item, the one that scales up the frost damage after your opponent acts, is banned. I just think that, even though, half of the frost comp is basically banned, with legendaries being banned, this is the one other ability that just really feels like it just solos games on its own sometimes, and it's rather hard to play around, and it just doesn't create for that engaging gameplay. So people still have the option of using Localar. However, you cannot use him with that best item. But those are the only bans, basically. So the legendaries, like last time, no Task 7 bans this time. So if you were around for our first Pauper event, one of the ways we tried to spice things up was banning Task 7 equipments, as those were generally the best equipments for a lot of mercenaries. But that has since changed, and now mercenaries are not fully reliant on their Task 7 or their heroic equipment a lot of the time. And it was kind of convoluted having a ban list for all those things. So we decided to streamline it a bit. All legendaries except N'Zoth, and then Trigor banned, and Localar's Frigid Winds item are banned. Then on top of that, players must submit 2 mercenary decks. So you're going to have 2 decks for this format, and no mercenaries used in deck number 1 can be used in deck number 2. So these deck lists have to have completely different mercenaries in them. games will be best of 3. And basically, last major rule here is when you win with a deck, you must switch decks the following round. So you only have 2 decks. You win with your first deck, you must switch to that second deck. Your first deck is no longer usable for that round. And then whoever wins best of the 3 games will move on to the next round. This will be a double elimination event, so you will have a chance if you do get knocked out. That was really exciting and successful, the last Pauper event, so I thought it would be enjoyable to bring that back. And it is going to be a open deck list event, so you will have knowledge of what your opponent's decks are as you're going into the match. So those are basically all the rules of the format. In terms of time, the time is still a little bit flexible, but for right now, the placeholder I put in was 5 p.m. Saturday, May 28th. I still have to coordinate some time stuff with myself, Mullahu, and Wizard Beast, as we're going to all be taking part in this in terms of casting. So the time might change a bit, but that will be updated on the Battlefly page with the correct timing if that does change. And then the last major thing are prizes. So the winner, I guess it's cut off here on my my browser thing, but the winner basically is going to receive the recent bundle in the store of 15 packs and a legendary mercenary, or whatever else they may want from the Hearthstone store that is worth an equivalent value. I believe in this case is $15. So not the biggest prize in the world, but it's something, and we wanted to give a little bit of incentive to have people fight it out, get some nice packs, and this will be happening right before we think the new drop is coming out. So if you want a way to win some packs and a legendary that you can, open when the new drop comes, no reason not to enter this tournament. Totally free to enter, and it should be a lot of fun. The main reason we do this is to engage with the community and have a good time with them. And all the draft ones have been fun. We'll be doing more of those too. But we haven't done a Pauper thing since the first one, and it's been a really long time coming. So I'm glad we're getting to do this, and I'm really looking forward to casting the event. It should be a lot of fun. As usual, this will be over on my Twitch. This is going to be live the day it is taking place, and a recording that is probably edited down a little bit will usually be going up within the following week over here on YouTube if you can't make it for the live event. So that's pretty much all the information we have for the Pauper 2 here. We'll probably talk about it a little bit more on this week's podcast, but very excited for this, and it's going to be cool seeing what people come up with these kind of interesting restrictions on what they're allowed to bring, because we're so used to using all these different legendary mercenaries or Trigor and Localar and stuff. It'll be neat to see what people end up going with on a restriction and how that kind of changes the meta. So that's all the info for the Pauper 2 right now. If any other new stuff comes out about it, I will keep you posted. We now have a channel over on the Discord specifically for the tournament. So if you're looking for any information, definitely feel free to hop in over there. It's a great way to get in contact with us. And yeah, just if it interests you, sign up. Even if you're not 100% sure you can make it, that's okay. We just want to gauge general interest in how many people want to try out playing in an event like this. So definitely encourage you if you want to do that. The whole point of this is to make it a bit easier for players to engage in a community event like this, even if they don't have all the best mercenaries leveled up. So even if you don't have, all your rares or epics maxed or whatever, still just give it a shot. You got nothing to lose, and these events are usually a good time. But that is going to do it for this video. Like I said before, all links will be in the description for all this information where you can sign up and whatnot. But that's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed it, do remember to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.